What's up guys, my name is Tom, welcome back to another video, and today I'm here to teach you how to install mods on F1 2020. So this is a video that I wanted to do for a long time, but it was supposed to do at the beginning of the month, but unfortunately I couldn't do because I was very busy with university. But finally I have a little bit of time to teach you how to install mods, because F1 modding can be really challenging sometimes, and myself, when I was in my first days of modding, I found a hard time to create mods and install mods. So I wanted to teach you in order to you guys not have that much harder time to install them. So first, what we need to do is download one of my mods. You can see that I'm on my desktop, and I'm going to open the 2021 Aston Martin Racing. The full race, the full mod has been released today, and you can see that it has two options: the drag and drop installation and the manual installation. So basically what you have to do, the drag and drop is pretty easy. You're in your F1 2020 copy, you're going to, okay, let's put like this, and you're going to drag and drop and then replace everything that needs to be replaced. And then the manual installation can be a little bit harder, and I was forgetting that the drag and drop installation, it installs everything with the exception of the garage. So we are in the garage. You can see everything different, so you're not going to see that in the drag and drop installation because the garage components must be installed manually. So that's the only thing that you're not going to have if you use the drag and drop installation. So first thing that you need to do is going to Google and write Ego ERP Archive. This is a program that we have since F1 2015 to install the mods. So the guy that created this is an absolute god. So you are in the website, you're going to click on download now, and he's going to ask you if you want to donate something. If I was me, and I already did, I donated to this guy because it is thanks to him that we have every single mod that we can try in this game. So he is the responsible one. I don't know if he's just one person or not, but if you have the opportunity, if you have the financial capacity, make sure to leave him or a little donation, because it really deserves it. If you don't have, you click on no and just take me to the downloads, and you're going to scroll all the way down and download the most recent one. It is the 7.10. So we're going to click on download, and there he is. It's starting to download. It's pretty quick. It's just 2 megabytes. You're going to open the another folder. You're going to drag wherever you want, and there it is. This is the Ego ERP Archive. So we're going to click here. That is going to start the program. You click, and anytime soon the software is going to start. Yes, there he is. First things first, before installing the mod, what you need to do is go into settings, click on game director. In my case it's already done, but you have to click on sec director, going to your F1 2020 folder that is on your Steam folder, and then select the folder. This is going to be really important because it's going to make the texture installation so much quicker. Really, it saves a lot of time. And in order to risk something to be blurry, that is a very common problem when installing mods. This is very important in order to install everything perfectly. So what you're going to do now, first things first, we're going to install the car. So you're going to click on open, click on file, and then open. Go to 2020 asset groups, then F1 2020 vehicle package teams, and you're going to click on the full CDM. I know that it is a racing point, but it is the way that the files are organized. That's the way that Codemasters makes things. So what you're going to do is write paint, and you have 3 files for the paint. So you have the paint C, the paint T, and the paint S. And the paint S, so the paint C and D are the colors that you see in game, and the S file, it is the file that determines the matte, the gloss, the metallics that you're going to see on your F1 2020 game. So we're going to start with the C, and D is basically the same thing. So you're going to click on textures, click on import, click on the manual installation folder, click on car, and then you have the paint S and the decals, which are going to appear, the sponsor. So you're going to click on paint, and this is going directly to the textures folder which you need to replace, and this is why you need to select the folder. So click on save and then replace, and you're going to see that we already have the paint file installed. In any time soon, these files can be a little bit heavy. There is with the Aston Martin logo. So you're going to do the same thing for the D. So repeat with me. You're going to do manual installation, car, and then paint, and then replace. And the paint files are already installed. Anytime soon, please. Like I said, these files can be a little bit heavy. You're going to do the same thing for the S files. So car, and then the paint S file, replace, and you can see that the Paint S is going to be installed as well. So the final thing that you need to do for the the car livery, it is the decal. So you're going to right decal, you're going to click on the first one, import, you're going to the car folder that is within the manual installation folder, click on decals and then replace, and you're going to these are the sponsors that are going to appear on your game. So there is AMR, the logo of the Aston Martin Racing. So what we're going to do now, it is install the numbers. So let's start with the number one. So click textures, import, you're going to the car folder and click on numbers. You can see that you have several numbers available. These are the numbers that are available for this model, 1 to 5 and so on, and you're going to click on the 1 and then replace, and the number 1 is going to appear in front of you, and you're going to do the same for every single one. So I didn't install every one of them because I don't need to, but for example, if you want to the number 97, you're going to click on textures and then do basically the same thing. So if you want just to use one number and the official ones, you just install the ones that you really need, and there is replace, and basically that's the car pretty much installed. So you can see that it's pretty easy. So you're going to click on the file, save, and click on save, and then replace the Force India EIP file. So the car is installed. So the first thing that we're going to skip, it is the driver clothes. This is where things can start to be a little bit tricky. So in the 2020 asset groups, you're going to click on character package, and you have two folders, the drivers and then the team livery. The drivers is basically the folder that has the driver suits, and then the team livery is the suit that you're going to use, and the other drivers that are not from the official teams. For example, if you have Vettel Racing for Aston Martin, is not an official driver, it's for Ferrari. In this game is going to appear in the team livery. So you're going to click on the team livery, and you're going to click on the 2020 Force India, and you have this file, and you're going to open. So this is where things can start to be a little bit tricky. You can see that you have the boots, the cap, the gloves, and then the suit, and so on. You have everything when it comes to the suit. So first things first, we're going to start with the boots. So we're going to click on import, manual installation, and not crew clothes, sorry, and driver clothes, and you're going to click on boots, and you can see that the boots are going to appear, and then you're going to click on the S, which determines the mats, the glosses, and so on. Driver clothes, boots, S. Going to do the same thing for the cap. This takes a lot of time, but it takes a lot of work, like most things in life. It can be really challenging, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to be really simple. The cap, there he is. You're going to do the same for the cap, S, and car, and try to not get confused and try not to bottle it, and then the gloves, and the driver clothes, gloves, there he is. And this is the glove logo. Is going to be just an empty file, because if you don't delete this, is going to appear the numbers, and you don't want that. So manual installation, driver, and you're going to click on glove logo, and then you're going to the suit, import, and driver clothes and suit, there he is. And then to close things off, you're going to have the livery S. This is the file that takes more time to load. I think it is the heaviest one. We're going to do the suit S, which you actually don't need to replace, so I don't know why, but you don't need to replace any textures. And then the suit logo, in order to not appear these logos from the Racing Point. So that is your suit installed, the 2020 Force India one. So now you're going to the character package, drivers, male, and then to the 2021s, and sooner or later you're going to see the 2020 Force India Lance Stroll and Force India Sergio Perez. So these two is what you're going to need to install. So you're going to have two, the Lance Stroll normal and the Lance Stroll helmet, and you need to do this process like we did in the previous file, to these two from Stroll and these two from Sergio Perez. You can see that I know it takes a little bit of time, but that's how F1 modding works. This is what happens to the gloves when you don't install them properly in every single file of the drivers. They are going to look like this, which you don't want to. So So the Lance Stroll one is install, save, replace, and now you're going to click on mail, and for the Sergio Perez, and you're going to do basically the same thing that you did on Lance Stroll. There he is, Sergio Perez done. You're going to click on save and replace, and you basically have the driver suit installed. The next thing that you're going to install your custom helmet. So you're going to character package back to team livery, and you're going to put FOM01, and you're going to see that you have 3 files. You have to do what I'm going to do in the first one for the remaining 2. So you're going to scroll down to the helmet T. You're going to use the helmet T, the helmet S, the helmet wing S, and then scroll down a little bit, the visor attachment D and the visor attachment S. You need to use these 6 files, I should say, for the helmet. So you're going to click on import, manual installation, helmet. You're going to see that you have these files. You're going to click on the helmet and then save, replace. It's going to take a little bit of time because the helmet file, the main one, is really heavy. So there he is. You're going to do for the S as well. So you're going to see, we're going to the helmet S, replace. There he is. He's going to appear. So these always take a little bit of time because these files can be really heavy. I already said this a million times, but wing D as well. You can see the remaining wings of the Aston Martin logo. Actually, it was a pretty good helmet that I designed. It was a very good concept. And then finally, you're going to the visor attachments. First to the D, and then to the S, and that's pretty much done and dusted for the helmet. And there is Aston Martin logo. So you're going to click on file, save, and you have to do now for the gloves and the helmet files as well. Visor attachment S, replace, save, replace the file, and your helmet is installed. Next thing, we're going to animation package scenes, and first thing we're going to install the umbrella, which is pretty easy. So in-car driver 2020 and in-car driver underscore F1, you're going to search for the Force India helmet, import, manual installation, and you have the umbrella. It's not inside of any folder, and there is. Your umbrella is installed, so this is the easiest one. Replace. And now we're going to skip to the garage crew, where you're going to see the brand new suit of your mechanic. So 2020 garage crew, and you're going to write Force India, and you have everything that you need to replace. So first things first, Force India race crew. So crew clothes, you're going to click on the race crew, replace, and that's done. You're going to click on the not in the end, sorry. So on the S, you're going to click on the quick access and the race crew S. Next thing is going to be the rain jacket, and there he is, rain jacket, replace. This is pretty easy, and once you get the hang of it, is very easy because, you know, it's always the same thing. The most challenging thing is knowing where the files are. I'm not gonna lie, I struggle a little bit to know where the files are. I just forgot that the rain jacket doesn't need the S file. You didn't need to. And then now we're going to the garage monitor, which is inside the garage crew. So you're going to the manual installation, and then to the garage folder, monitor, and the first one you're going to click on the monitor, replace, and anytime soon. This is a little bit anticlimactic. Then the screen is not going to appear anymore, the BWT racing point. I'm going to click on the final one, the screen, and it's going to appear the Aston Martin, and then the final one, the monitor stand. Do the same thing, and that is the garage crew installed anytime soon. Come on, don't leave me alone. And you have to do this process to 2 more files, the career hub and the pit stops one. So we're going to click on the career hub, the race day R&D area, and we're going to click on this one, the career hub. He's already wrote Force India, so we're going to do basically the same thing that you did to the first file. Bear in mind that in this file there's no rain jacket. and no mod at the screen, so if it doesn't appear, don't worry, it is like this. And then the other one is going to be the pit stops. Click on 2020 and then the pit stop, and you're going to have these ones, and inside this file we're going to install the pit crew suits and the pit crew helmet. First one, pit crew import, and you're going to see that you have the pit crew one. It is just replace. You're going to do the same thing for the helmet. So it is here, pit helmet is the name of the file. And then you're going to do now to the race crew, that which we already did. Race crew and yes file as well. And finally you need to do for the pit stop gantry. I was forgetting to do for this one, so where the pit stop gantry is, you're going to click on the garage, and it is the final one, pit stop gantry. And you have installed. There is going to appear the Aston Martin one, not responding, is a heavy file. So you're going to click on save, and that is your race crew suits and and a little bit of the garage already installed. So the final thing, it is the garage stuff, which you can do on the drag and drop installation. It is only for the manual installation. So what you're going to do is on the 2020 asset groups, you're going to click on environment package, tracks, and then here you're going to have every single texture that is going to appear on the tracks in your game. So you have Abu Dhabi, Austria, Bahrain path, which is the shorter version, and so on. So what we're going to do, let's see if I want to race at Austria and I want to see the garage at Austria. You're going to install on the Austria. So if you want to see the garage at Albert Park, you're going to click on Melbourne and so on. So it's a little bit annoying, I know, but it is out the way that these files are in the game. So we're going to do for Austria, like I said, just for an example. So you're going to click on the WEP and you're going to click on Austria underscore Formula 1. This is the one that you need to do. So, and there he is. He's already wrote Force India. So first things first, you're going to click on the garage color 1 and 2, and then you have the pit patch, and these are the things for the Force India, but it's not the full files that you need to replace. So we're going to start first with the garage colors. So we are in the garage folder of your manual installation folder. We're going to click on the garage folder 1, and it's going to replace to the green, the typical green from Aston Martin. And then you're going to do for the garage color 2 the same thing, and it's going to appear the white. It is basically the same thing. The pit patch, you're going to click on the garage and pit patch. There he is, pretty easy. And now you're going to delete the Force India and write Racing Point. So first we have the garage livery, the other garage livery, and then the garage name. So the first garage livery is the one that are not for the official drivers, and then the garage livery are for the official drivers, which are in this case Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll. So we're going to start for the non-official one, I can say like that. Is going to appear in your career mode when you don't have the official drivers. So you're going to click on the garage livery only with that name, and it's going to appear. And then for the official ones, the name of the file is garage livery official. Going to replace, and it's going to appear with different colors and with a different name. The garage name is in the same folder. You can see that basically it's the same thing. It's easy. Like I said, it's a little bit hard when you're doing on your first attempts, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. So there is the Aston Martin logo, beautiful. Save, and that's basically the mod installed. So with this, in this case, with the mod that we are installing, you fully installed my Aston Martin mod. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you in the game to prove that everything is done and dusted. So here we are already in the F1 2020 game. So just to show you that everything is working, Grand Prix F1 2020. Let's go to the Racing Point. Unfortunately, you cannot change the names in the game, but I think you guys already know that. You can see the Aston Martin install in all its beauty. I think it was a very good mod made by me. I think it could be a little bit better, but anyway, see that the suits are ready for Lance Stroll, and Sergio Perez is going to appear once you create the driver. Just show you customization, characters, you're going to see the helmet, and there is the Aston Martin. The helmet is ready as well. It is the 70 edition helmet because we installed on that folder. If you installed, the garage files on Austria, so is what we're going to do. We're going to Austria, we're going to put a little bit of a practice session, just to show you that everything is working. We're going to start the session, and I'm going to show you how the garage looks like. So here we are on the garage, guys. Screen check, race crew check, JD check with the PlayStation headphones, and the car check. And you can see a little bit of the garage check as well. Oh, that's right. I have all the assists off. I'm running with the keyboard just to show you, the garage. Back to the old keyboard days, guys. If you saw me racing with the keyboard back in the day, you're an absolute OG. We're going to pause now because I want to show you how the garage looks in its entirety. So, I'm going to click on photo mode. The Aston Martin garage. There is a bit patch, and you can see the garage. I'm going to give a little bit of a zoom, and you can see the Sergio Perez one and the Lance Stroll written. If you're running in your career mode, it's not going to appear that. If you don't have the 2 official drivers, it's not going to appear that. You can see the pit patch as well, and the race suits in all its beauty. Looks pretty good. Lights out and away we not go. Just pull. Come on, guys, go through. I'm going just to turn around, okay? Because I don't want to do a full lap. And you're going to see the guy's already out. And I present to you the pit crew in all its glory. And that's pretty much the mod fully installed. So guys, that has been the video on how to install F1 normal team mods. I already made a video of how to install my team mod, so make sure to go check that one out if you haven't seen. F1 modding can be a very challenging thing, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to smash the like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe because I post weekly F1 and F2 career mode, and a lot of mods are coming to 2021. So make sure to stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video next time. But for now, it's goodbye.